Thank you to our naturalist sponsors, Advantage Solutions, A Greener World, Daabon, Lakanto, and FrieslandCampina Ingredients.
Welcome back to another episode of The Naturalist. Today it is me on my own without my co-host Jessica Rubino. I'm Adrienne Smith, and I'm joined today by a very special guest, Pat Sheridan, the CEO and president of INFRA, the Independent Natural Retailers Association. And I am bad at acronyms, and I've got that one down. Was that right?
Sure.
Was that not right?
No, that's right.
I was going to the letters. So, Pat, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
At FrieslandCampina Ingredients, we're committed to providing innovative, nutritious ingredients to address health and well-being challenges worldwide. Our mission is to supply the right ingredients to food and beverage brands, working with them to create highly nutritious and sustainable applications to help people get the most out of life, always. This episode is brought to you by A Greener World. Shoppers today want to know how their food is really produced. A Greener World connects mindful consumers, farmers, and brands through meaningful and transparent sustainability certifications. AGW certified producers offer a reliable supply of sustainable, ethical products that consumers trust, helping you meet consumer demand while making a difference for the welfare of our planet, animals, and people. Learn about our certifications and how to source AGW certified products at agreenerworld.org.
Super excited to have you. And you came to town for the NEXTY judging.
I did, and I'm happy to be here.
So first time NEXTY judging.
Yes.
Any takeaways right off the bat?
Well, after day one, I would say it's spending a day tasting a lot of things, which is not unlike a show in our industry. But as one of my co-judges said, who's not coming back tomorrow, he said he really wished he was. He said because it was great to spend a day with like-minded food nerds, if you will. And I think that's right. I mean, you know, a group of people spending 8 hours who actually could have those kind of deep conversations about products. And we really had great conversations, and it was just so many excellent products. It was hard to get down to what was the best in each category, but a lot of fun.
Yeah. I was actually surprised today because this is one of the most agreement happy groups, I don't know how to say that, of judges that I've seen. I mean, we were really in agreement on almost every category, and we did 10 categories today. So it's a huge amount of products. But sometimes you'll have groups where people are just coming at it from such opposite viewpoints. And I thought it was really interesting today because we had obviously you on the retail side, Charlie New from Whole Foods. Then we also had Spins here and, you know, entrepreneurs, branding, all different kinds of experts from the industry. But every category was like, vote, everybody raised their hand. I mean, I really have never seen so much synchronicity maybe in voting, or, you know, sometimes it can really get ugly.
Sure. Well,
never ugly, but contentious.
We did tend to get down to kind of top two really quickly. Although eventually when we got to that test vote, it really leaned toward one. So I agree. Yeah.
But I thought the conversations, like you said, were really great about each of the products. I thought we really got into, you know, why is it here? Why should it be on shelf? What's the reason for it? And the integrity, I think, is my favorite part.
Right.
Did you have a favorite category that you judged today?
So right before we started recording, we were chatting about that. And the two categories I enjoyed most are categories that are not my dietary preferences, but were the gluten-free and the dairy-free. And mostly because I don't care about those particular categories personally. I have people in my life that do, and especially because my daughters all three of them are impacted by one or both of those categories. And throughout their lives, I've always bought those foods and tried those foods with them. And the evolution is incredible. The foods I mean, all of the foods were excellent.
Yeah.
And so it was hard to choose. And I think that says a lot about the entrepreneurs in this industry and where it's come.
Yeah. I mean, the gluten-free category used to be a part of this kind of special diet category, and we broke it out last year, I think. And it was one of our biggest categories, and the products are just excellent.
They are.
Let's talk a little bit about INFRA.
Sure.
So we first met at Ripple Fest back in September,
right,
which was such a great OSC event. And you talked a little bit about some of the initiatives that INFRA was working on right now. What can you share?
I did. They had asked me to come to Ripple Fest. That was my first Ripple Fest. And now we've become, closer members with OSC. And so we'll be more involved, which I loved, actually. And I had the opportunity to be on a panel there. And if you recall, that morning I had gotten the news that INFRA received our B-Corp certification. And I said up on stage, I said, I wouldn't normally break this news because we haven't announced it, but I thought I was surrounded by a group of people. What better group of people to share that news with? So it was really joyful to be able to celebrate that. So, and that was the culmination of, a couple of years of really hard work by one of my team members, Rachel Como, who had really spearheaded that by herself. I mean, she had folks supporting her, but it was amazing what she did. And I was very proud of her and the team for doing that. And it's really set the stage for where we're going. Beyond that, over the past 6 years, INFRA's really doubled in size.
So how big is it now? How many members?
So we have 390 members. Okay. Approximately, and I would say 650 storefronts.
And for people that aren't as familiar with INFRA, what kind of members, what kinds of?
So all of our members are independently owned. So we are an independent ownership model, and then they're natural food stores. So we have some criteria of measurement around what that means. We also have some stores that are more supplement heavy, but still sell natural foods. So that's the category that we're in. Altogether, our members sell about $3.3 billion in natural food and supplements across the country, which is a very exciting number for us. That gives us leverage out in the industry to get them better pricing, better promotions, which is really, as a purchasing cooperative, our focus. So what we did and what I mentioned there, and we have since done, is launched our exclusive brand called The Good Collective. And we've done 3 releases since September. The first was in vitamins and supplements, and that was 11 SKUs, followed by 10 of hair and body care. Okay. And then just a couple of weeks ago, we did protein and collagen.
Wow.
And so we have our first releases out. About 150 of our stores are carrying the product right now. That'll grow. We plan 3 more launches in 2026. And then we're going to expand categories from there. We're focused on non-food categories because we have a strong partnership with Cadia in our food categories for that we consider that somewhat of our exclusive brand because our members sell about 80% of all Cadia. So that's been an exciting move for us. With that comes the need to market that brand. And so INFRA never has marketed to consumers before. So we'll be working with a partner this year to do consumer marketing. We've launched the website, but that's not marketing. It's out there. But we will be out there doing consumer marketing, whether it's social media and also streaming commercials. So I'm very excited about that to support our members.
And you had said that these are exclusive to members.
That's correct. That's
great. So what kind of support do member stores get from INFRA?
Yep. Right now, they get set up with distribution, but we've already created in-store marketing collateral for them. So that's all set for them, as well as education. And we continue to grow that. So that exists already for them. This consumer marketing is the follow-up promise for them. So we want to drive consumers to stores to understand the brand, and to understand, and really to educate them. Our stores are so good at educating their customers, but they're educating their customers about all sorts of brands. So we want to give them a head start with this new brand.
I mean, that really is the big differentiating, one of the big differentiating things about natural product stores, independent natural product stores, has always been that attention to customers and education. So that's really cool that you're doing that.
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
Today's episode is brought to you by Lakanto, a brand on a mission to bring chi to life. Founded 30 years ago in Japan, Lakanto's story began with Shota Saraya, a successful entrepreneur with a sweet tooth who was diagnosed with diabetes. Refusing to give up life's sweetness, he and his team developed the modern monk fruit extraction process, creating the world's first monk fruit sweetener. Today, Lakanto offers 0 and reduced sugar sweeteners, syrups, baking mixes, and ready-to-eat snacks, all designed to help people enjoy sweetness as part of a more balanced, intentional way of eating. With a commitment to clean, quality ingredients, the brand inspires people to eat well, live well, and enjoy the sweet life. Advantage Solutions is the leading omnichannel retail solutions agency in North America, connecting CPG brands and retailers to drive sales for less. Advantage leverages its unparalleled insights, expertise, and relationships to help brands and retailers of all sizes generate demand and get products into the hands of consumers wherever they shop. With a passion for serving founders within the natural and organic channel, FDM, a division of Advantage, helps emerging brands break through, grow with the right retailers, build sustainable momentum, and successfully scale.
What else? What else we got going on?
One of my, in my past life, before natural foods, I was in a variety of industries, but one in the world of software and data. And I've always been passionate about the value of data. And every company in the world is sitting on valuable data, and every company in the world is trying to figure out how to get the value from data. And INFRA is a very small company, and there are multi-billion-dollar companies trying to figure out how to get the value from their data. And this year, we have looked at consolidating our data and putting it in order, if you will. And my team has done a really good job of taking the data our members allow us to see, whether it be through our data partner spins, and that's their sales data, or through our distributor partners, and so their purchasing data, and then a variety of other data that our members share directly with us, along with market data. And we now have that data put into order and structured. And so we're putting together business intelligence dashboards to deliver to our members. And from that, you might say, well, what does that mean, right? And well, by itself, data showing it to you as a pretty picture means something, but not necessarily valuable unless you can say, here's some insights from that data, and here's something you could do different to make your store more profitable. And that's our focus this year. And so before mid-year, we'll be launching those first dashboards to allow our members to see something as simple as something that a chain store does by nature of being a chain, right? So our members have asked us to, for example, Pat, if I could understand what the other INFRA stores in my region, what their top sellers are that are pulled from the same distribution center without having to call all of them, and then be able to easily order that and know it was in stock and understand when it might be on promotion, that would make me so much more successful. Yeah. And that's our goal, is to be able to do, and that's just one of the many things that we'll be able to tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly warms my heart how much INFRA has grown in the past. You said it's doubled
Yes.
in size, because obviously, I mean, we all believe that independent natural retailers are the heart of this business.
Agreed.
And we've certainly heard of store closings and difficulties throughout the pandemic. And then, of course, acquisitions by bigger conventionals. And, of course, conventionals taking that piece of the pie in terms of becoming more organic or natural focused. But that feels great.
Yeah.
It must feel great. Where do you see down the line, 5 years from now, INFRA going?
So I love that question. And that's what every quarter with my board, that's what we talk about. What's 5 years from now? And people ask me all the time, are you going to keep growing? And right now, that's what we're doing because I believe that, and I agree, the heart of INFRA is our membership. And I use a metaphor, which is the heart and lungs of INFRA. And the lungs of INFRA are that financial engine that we're building, right? And then without that financial engine, we can't keep the heart pumping, if you will. And so it's my opportunity to say, yes, we're going to keep growing. We're going to grow with intention. So 5 years from now, I believe we're still going to be doing the same thing. Are we going to be doing more unique things? Yes. What are they? Some I don't know yet. Some I can't say yet. Mm-hmm. But what I will say is, since the pandemic, less independent natural food stores are going out of business. More are able to sell their stores than ever before. And most of them that are selling at INFRA are selling to other INFRA members. And more new stores are opening than ever before. And so what I will say is, if you look at INFRA stores compared to the natural channel, which I do every month with our partners at Spins, we have for now 36 months as a group of stores outperformed the natural channel consistently every 4-week period for 36 months. And so we have a goal now to keep that going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you do it.
Yeah.
I have full faith in it.
Well, I think we have an amazing group of members and they're so passionate and I think their communities support them. So I believe it can happen.
We certainly feel privileged to have you here and thanks so much for being on the podcast.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We'll have to get you to bring your band next time. You want to give your band a shout out?
No.
On a Naturalist podcast?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We are, we have a self-deprecating name. We are the Mediocritones. And we are famous in South Minneapolis and in the Lakes Country.
I almost feel like some version of that could be the name of a CPG brand.
That's right.
At Daabon, sustainability starts from the soil. For more than a century, Daabon has grown with one mission: to nurture people and planet. Founded in Santa Marta, Colombia, and proudly carried forward by its third generation, Daabon brings sustainable, traceable, and organic palm oil solutions to brands across the world. From the soil to the market, every step reflects our family's commitment to integrity, innovation, and respect for nature. Daabon, the future of palm oil.